This is my rescaped 55 gallon. It's in the entryway to my house, or my townhouse rather. Most of the fish are in it prior. We're going into the 125. The few, and then I moved some other fish around out of different tanks. Like I have these are my hatchet fish. They have been holding in with the guppies. Now they're in here. I've got one more to try to catch out of the guppies. I also have my big apistogramma. He's a triple red, could be a super red, I don't know. And some of the females out of there. I'm hoping he'll breed in here. So far, he's not a fan, but he's out more. And just some of the guppies are in here. And these guys, these are killies. There's another killie and another chocolate gourami in a tank that I have to catch and get out. They've been elusive as well. And there's some cories that are still in here from when I completely tore this thing down to about 1 inch of water. And I could have sworn I scooped everything out. Nope, 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 and nope again. Yeah, no. So they're still in here. I need to get a few more cories though, so they're like colonies, so they're not only like 4 of them in here. That's not enough cories to make them happy. I got these yellow zebra loaches from Dan's Fish. They're really cool. I think I got 6 of them, so they like to be in a bigger colony than 2 or 3 too. I'm gonna find them. I put Daphne in the water column so people are swimming around finding it. Oh, babies. Now there's one autosynclus that I didn't catch out of here that's still in here. He's been pretty fat and happy, so. And there's a killifish that's not a fan. There's my blue female betta. I had her in with the male. They did not get along at all. So she's now in here. Okay, they are. So these are golden zebra loaches. And evidently they make a clicking sound when they feed. Haven't heard that yet, but I just thought that was really cool and hey, let's try that. Plus, I absolutely love loaches. So yeah, these have been added, and also the platties. I've never had platties before. Had mollies, not a fan. So I thought I'd try platties because Dan's Fish is pretty much getting in what he can get in at the moment. Because with the pandemic and all there've been blocks on shipping from different countries, the place we normally get fish, you don't get them. So he's getting more hobbyist bred fish and just from different sources. So I have platties and I just mix them together. I don't have any intention of breeding them true. There's, I actually don't remember. There's bumblebees in here. There's some kind of little short teacup ones in here. And then there's another kind. It was Dan's favorite kind. I don't actually remember what they were. They're just platties. These are teacup sunset somethings, maybe. I just thought the colors were really pretty. Oh, sorry, pull the light forward a little bit more. That would help. Yeah, I thought the colors were pretty. So I just got 3 color morphs that I thought were pretty. Figure if they interbreed, they interbreed. I'm not trying to keep a line true. And I might get some interesting color variations. Now, if I were going to keep a true line, I would definitely not have put them all in here together. So anyway, this is my oddball tank of, see my big boy. He's a handsome fellow. Yes, his progeny are in a 40 breeder, still in the 20 long where they were born, and now he's in here. I'm pretty sure I pulled out some of I couldn't find his mate, or I don't think I did. So I know there's some females in here. There's also another male that's really small compared to him. But I'm pretty sure there's some females, they're just not big enough. So I have to wait for them to grow out before he makes more babies. Yeah. So hopefully the plants will grow out too. Every time I come back, there's another Anubias floating. But I've got some floating stems and some floating, I don't remember what these guys are. Got them from LRB. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to make that fast. These as well. And I got a sword that I'm floating at the moment. I've got a plant. I just don't know if I want to plant it in here or not. But I needed it to keep wet. So it's not a happy sword. It stayed in the shipping way too long. There's also some stems that were in shipping way too long. They're not mushy yet, but hoping they'll come back to life. So I put them in here to float and hope for the best. I tried a different person for plants. Won't do that again, but I'm not gonna smack somebody on YouTube either. That's just rude. Yeah, I just won't order from them again. It was not the coop. I'll go back to ordering from the coop. Aquarium Co-op, their plants always arrive in good shape and quickly. That was the other problem. These plants would have been great if they had not been in shipping for like a week in 90+ degree weather. Just saying. Okay, I'm done. Because I think the quality would have been nice. The Pontigetans made it, so I'm happy with those. And the stems would have been nice if they had not melted in the bags. So I think some of it has to do with the temperature, other ones with them not anticipating how hot it was going to be. Anywho, same thing happened to some of the worms I ordered. Anyhow, that's a whole nother thing. The earthworms came in fine, but they came in faster. The blackworms, not so much. All right, I've whined about the plants enough. Yeah, she's a gorgeous blue, and I really did want to breed her, but boy howdy, she and the guy I put her in with, not fans of each other. So I pulled her before they killed each other. She was full of eggs, ready to drop, because you can see the white dot where the eggs come out. No, he wouldn't have nothing to do with her. He had built a nice bubble nest, and I added a female. Nope, hated her. Hated each other. So yeah, moved them. All right, I'm rambling again. There's my Pisto boy. They're all coming out looking for the Daphne and the water column. I'll put in a couple of cubes and just let it melt and float around. But yeah, I really do like the way this scape turned out. Initially, the wood, when I first put it in, I left it had one of those plates on the bottom to help it sink. So I had left that in there, and it had been in here like 6 months. I just never liked the scape. I didn't like the way it looked. The wood wouldn't fit in here, so part of it was out of the tank. So knowing that it was now fully waterlogged, I took that plate off, turned that puppy over, which I really like now, and rescaped it. I made some rock piles. Essentially, those were designed for natural caves for the apistos to hide in. So they probably won't, but they could breed up in that cave of rocks there. And then there's a big cave of rocks over here. There's also multiple huts. There's a coconut hut here. So much bigger coconut hut here. I need to get some of this, and there's another coconut hut in the back. Well, actually, that's not a coconut hut. It's a big Brazil. It's not a Brazil nut, but it's a big nut kind of thing. Anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, I like this much better. And I think the platties are going to be pretty in here. I like their colors. And maybe we'll get some interesting breeding going on. And I am a fan of the loaches. They are really pretty loaches. Can't wait to hear them click, but I don't think they're comfortable enough in their space yet to click when they feed. Yep, I'll probably put a little bit more sinking stuff in there for them. Let's see how they do. Yep, that's my rambling look at my 55-gallon. The lighting, well, I turned all the other lights off and it looks warmer, I guess, than I see it naturally. But yeah, I do like this scape. I like the wood, I like the rocks. One of the few that still has a heater running in it. I pull most of the heaters because it's hot in the house now. Ugh. But yeah, I'm hoping some of these little plants like things will take off. Got those from Lucas. They're kind of acclimating to my water. So I've just kind of got them floating and tucked around wood and stuff to kind of see what they'll do. Yep, overall, I'm happy. Happy with the fish. They came in looking good, Dan. They really are pretty. I love the color variations you can get on platties. You probably can on mollies too, but I've tried mollies. The mollies and I don't get along. I think the mollies I had need brackish water. I think they're coming from someplace with a lot of salt because I've got one left and I've managed to kill like 7 of them. So I've got 1 adult and 1 teenager. So we're gonna try platties and see how they do. I just kind of wanted something in the tank that would go sort of mid-water all over and add some color. And it wouldn't annoy the histogramas if they start to breed. I mean, the biggest annoyance now is going to be that my blue betta that's everywhere. She has no fear. Yep. Some little loaches on the back. Should come forward some more, but not going to happen. Because I know I'm filming and I wanted to get a better look at them. Somewhere in here there's 6 of them. Nobody's floating, so I'm assuming they're all 6 still alive. They came in really good, so I'm happy. All right, I've rambled. Whoa, I've rambled for 10 minutes. Okay, stopping now. All right, folks, you guys take care. Even though people are relaxing, still stay safe. Remember that a virus, could give a rat's tiny butt about your political leanings.